I'm Madeline Burke alongside Paul Dottino from the Giants practice facility. And Paul, the offseason program is officially underway. It continues. One of the things we're looking at today, though, is the safety position and the new faces there.
Well, for sure. Jabrill Peppers, third year of the NFL coming up. He comes over in the trade with Cleveland for Odell Beckham Jr. The other safety is Antoine Bethea, entering his 14th NFL season, signed as a free agent. Now, thus far, despite the generation gap, head coach Pat Shurmur says these guys are meshing pretty well.
They're doing a good job. You saw Antoine had an interception today. They communicate extremely well. And they're very sharp guys, and so typically one guy takes the lead on that, and the other guy, but they both can do it, and I think that's what's good when I watch. They're getting us in the right coverages, they're getting us in the right pressures. You can see they're in the right spots and trying to play the techniques within the defenses that are called, and that's the thing that you can work on this time of year defensively is all that communication, and we're really pleased with where they're at. And again, it's only going to get better.
Of course, Bethea, knowing defensive coordinator James Betcher's scheme from their time together with the Cardinals, and that has certainly been a big help here early on.
Absolutely. The familiarity with that, a defense that he calls very aggressive, but also versatility, a key word on both sides of the ball for this team, especially on defense.
You know, Peppers obviously, he likes to play down in the box, get his hands on guys, he can cover, and I can play on the back end, and I can do multitude of things. So being able to have two safeties that can do that, it gives Betch a multitude of calls that he can call, and obviously opposing quarterbacks and opposing coordinators can't really dial in on certain people. So being able to have different people to do different things on the field, on the defensive side of the ball, helps a lot.
It certainly is a key, as Bethea said. Each of these safeties has played the other guy's position, which means they'll be able to get into each other's head rather easily, and that will also enhance the communication.
And they both already acknowledged how easily this communication between the two of them has come. At this point of the year, it's only going to grow from there. Of course, Giants minicamp will be next week. For Paul Dottino, I'm Madeline Burke from Quest Diagnostics Training Center.
All right, guys, thanks very much. So Atlantic College, of course, signed with Washington. You got Jabrill Peppers and Bethea, who they talked about. We just heard from. He's going to be 35 in July.
It's young, except not in pro sports.
Well, but at that position, you need experience as well. And Peppers really is an interesting guy to watch here. They get him from the Browns. And you mentioned Collins. There's dramatic changes happening with the Giants, as you see. And especially, it's going to be more in the locker room felt than it is going to be on the field. You know, you can argue whether or not Collins was he a great safety, was he good, what his impact was on their defense. But they wanted to change up the personality in the locker room. And Peppers comes in as a guy they really believe is a guy who's going to be more of a positive leader and somebody that they feel that leadership also carries onto the field. He'll learn a lot from Bethea. I think those two you can see already working together in OTAs. That's the chemistry I think they're trying to set up here that might not have existed last year with that defense. It's going to be a very young defense, this Giants team.
You know what's amazing, guys? We follow the Giants closely. We've talked a lot about the Jets. There's no offseason. It's like there's OTAs every week, and now they have mini camp. There's no break. Well, it's amazing.
Continuity, though.
They wish they can get more time with it because, you know, when training camp shows, when they get to training camp, when late July shows up, how many practices in pads do they really get? They don't get a lot. You know, remember, they have a certain schedule they can't keep. There's no two-a-days anymore, any of that stuff. So you need to take some time in the offseason to put in your stuff. As you see, they're not wearing pads, just so they understand the terminology, the communication, the language, everything they need to know so that when it does come time to put on pads, all that work's already done.
For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out right there. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.